Welcome back to TC podcast number 8 with a little bit of a delay, but we will have a double upload. Well, scarce memes incoming, but we have a very special guest. We have a mapper known as BrokeN. Can you introduce yourself, BrokeN?
Yes, I can. Hello. My name is Alex. I'm 16 years old. I was born and raised in Lithuania. In game, around the MTA community, I'm known as BrokeN, and I'm probably mostly known for my maps and for my maps only, because I don't do anything else.
Well, you don't do anything else. Well, that's a quite. There's actually gonna be a quite long video, or audio if you only listen to it about mapping. Jeez. Um, Well, tell me about your maps, dude. Like, you made a lot of maps, but which are the best? Who inspired you? Like, and what made you begin mapping? And what was your goal on your first map, Broken?
Um, you said I made a lot of maps. I don't think I made a lot of maps. I believe I only made about 20, including the features. I made a total of 6 volume maps. And I started mapping, I think it was 2012. And I wasn't playing MTA back then. I was playing in a SAMP server called New Dawn. Some people know it, some people don't. Um, and the maps back then, as you know, were really simple and nothing really complicated. And I thought, hey, I really like this game mode. I really like deathmatch, so I decided to try to make something. And my very first map, I made with my friend Iro, who has a decently known map, is Volume 5 Ticket to Paradise. I made my first map with him, and looking back at it now, it's obviously bad, but I could say it's to some extent better than even some maps nowadays when people start mapping. Maybe that's a bit of an overstatement, but whatever. So that was my first map, and I just kept on mapping. My first map was named Melody, and I released it, I believe, a month after my first feat. And after that, we come now to my volume 2. And here's a little bit of a backstory to my volume 2. Well, not backstory, just a story about my volume 2. Um, I made the map. I even made a video. It's on YouTube somewhere, I believe, still. But I never got to release it because as I was about to release it, I actually lost the map file, the entire finished map file, and I only had the like half-made map, and I tried like at least 4 times to remake it, but I just gave up and I never released it. So if anyone like gives a shit about my mapping career, you would see that I have a volume 1, no volume 2, and then the rest of my maps. So uh the best map I made, the best map I made has to be my volume 5 overflow. Um, People say that my volume 6 is the best. I don't think so. I think my volume 5 is way more interesting. Um, so yeah, I don't know what else to say about my maps.
I actually enjoyed your Volume 6. It was also featured on Vice channel, which was also a lovely record. Um, I actually love your vibe of the maps, what you have made. I don't even know about your 2012 maps, but I actually love your newest one. But like, do you have any project that you're gonna make? Are you in planning to make a new map, or are you in progress of making a new map, of a new volume, a new feature, or a new yeah?
Uh, well, first of all, thanks. The style of my maps that I go for, uh, is I like to say that I try to make old stuff look good. I'm going for that smooth, mainly, of course, tropical style, which is enjoyable for everyone, I hope. And to answer your question, yes, I am in progress of making a volume 7 and a couple of features. About my volume 7, I believe I released my volume 6 in 2015, and now it's 2017, so I'm basically working on a map for about 2 years. But it's getting there. I would actually say it's about halfway done, even more. So that should be coming out this summer, and I believe it's the best map I've ever made, and that I probably will ever release if I keep on mapping. So yeah, that's that.
That looks actually kind of interesting. I actually hope I see your volume 7 really soon. Also on my channel, very soon, maybe. I don't know.
Perhaps I haven't found a recorder yet, so.
Oh, I'm a hop right into that appointment for the video.
All right, sure, I'll keep that in mind.
Alright, alright. Um, yeah, there's always someone who gave you actually an inspiration or who helped you throughout learning of mapping. Who did it for you?
Ah, I'm sure there was someone. I'm sure there was someone who helped me, but I can't really recall who had the biggest impact on my mapping career as for the helping. I think when I was still playing in SAMP New Dawn, I think the mapper and of course the owner of that server New Dawn, he who, I think he inspired me and helped me the most. He has 14 volumes and a ton of feats. I even have a few, like 3 or 2 maps with him, and he back then was a really big inspiration to me because his maps were really enjoyable. They were simple, they were good. Um, but too bad he now quit mapping and quit the server in general. I really miss that guy. He really helped me out a lot.
Yeah, that's actually a bit upset that he quit, but time has come. Obviously, are you in considering of quitting MTA or mapping?
I've come to this question a million times and I can't seem to find the right answer. Looking now at the mapping community, I'm really not enjoying it as much as I used to before. The amount of maps, the amount of new maps that are coming out and that are trying to achieve this new style, these mappers that try to achieve the new style, f- find something new. In my opinion, some of them succeed, but rarely. The the amount of maps that come out nowadays, most of them are just plainly bad for me. Not enjoyable. And I I kind of wanted to quit. I took a few breaks from MTA, from deathmatch in general. But looking at the new Empire Riders deathmatch room split, which is probably going to be the only thing that saves me from quitting, because I want to feel the old 2013 vibe again. I'm really not interested in playing any of these new maps. And if I do decide to quit, it's most likely going to be because of those maps. I don't really have any other reason to leave.
All right. As I know, you were actually my teammate for quite a few months.
Yeah, I was.
Um, so yeah, you were actually in the crew gaming. About it, are you actually a bit of like hyped or actually kind of interested in the the upcoming beta, which is actually coming soon? I always say that, but it's actually coming soon. So, and keep actually updated because we have it actually near our expectations instead of 1 2 days. What do you think about TC right now?
You say it's coming soon, and I remember when I was in TC, it was coming soon like 6 months ago. But the more time passes, I believe, the less excited I get about the upcoming server. Of course, I'm excited for it. Yeah, I was a former member of TC and I always waited for this server because I know City is gonna make something. something new, something good, something that's fresh and is going to be something that people will enjoy. I believe. I'm still excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. It's not like I completely forgot about it. I believe it will be good, and I hope it really comes out really soon because it's been a while.
Yeah, when you left, um, sadly, a few months after that, when you left, we actually had the chance. We actually played the alpha, and it was so damn good. I was actually kind of sad about the people that were a long time in TC but didn't seen or played on the server. So yeah, tell us more when you began playing MTA.
When I began playing MTA, um, it was, I believe, either the end of 2012 or somewhere in 2013. I can't really recall. But uh, when I started playing MTA, that's when I actually got my nickname, BrokeN. Because back in SAMP, I I was Deagle, and I didn't know that there's a Deagle in MTA. So when I came to my first MTA server, Twisted Gamers, I was instantly flamed for being fake. That was not pleasant. So I had to change my name. So that's a little of backstory of my name. But yeah, I started playing MTA in 2013, I believe, yes. And I was playing in TG. And at that time, I even tried joining TG, but I failed miserably. So yeah.
Yeah, well, really bad that you're actually called fake.
Yeah, that was not cool.
Yeah. Um, as you're in ER right now, Helium is coming. That's actually really interesting. We also have seen some previews.
Hmm.
How is it?
I mean, from what I've seen, from what I've heard, it's great. It's really gonna be great. It's going to be, in my opinion, a major improvement to our current server. And as I said, the thing that I'm looking forward to most is the deathmatch room split, the hard maps being split from the easy maps and stuff. It's, I believe it's gonna be great and it's gonna be worth playing. And I believe that the player base is going to grow after Helium.
Well, it's actually going to be a hard job to actually split the DM maps from HTM to this and that, because I think you need to train all of the maps actually to test them if they are HDM or if they are not, right?
Well, you are kind of right, but we have a really dedicated map management team, which I'm sure will take care of that job really well. Um, and I believe, at least what I would do, I don't know how they're going to split that, but I think they're gonna ask for the help of the players because the players know what they play, right?
Yeah.
Most most of the maps are obvious, like unmatched player. Well, yeah, that's obvious. Maps like that. But I think it would be smart to ask the players' opinion which maps should be split, like to the hard room, or which should stay in the easy room.
Okay. We're gonna say that a match player is a normal map. No HDM. It's the people's vote, bro. Okay.
I believe some no-lifers would say that.
Simas inbound.
Yeah.
And yeah. So as a mapper, speaking to you, a mapper,
Hmm.
watching other mappers, the maps nowadays,
Yeah.
how do you see them?
As I previously mentioned briefly, I don't really enjoy these new maps. And the more time passes, I kind of stop getting interested in these new mappers. because there's so many of them. And I remember I used to actively follow the mapping community. 2014, 2015, that was the prime time. And for me, I really enjoyed uh, the maps that were coming out in the beginning of 2014. But then slowly it started to, as Brian said in the last podcast, it started to become a mass production. And it was just becoming too hard to follow. And the amount of maps that come out nowadays, most of them, for me, aren't just really worth like watching. Of course, a few famous mappers that make maps, I still watch those and I really enjoy them. Or even some legends coming back. For example, Sebas, who released his Volume 18, it, it it was amazing, stunning. I really like that. So yeah, that's my opinion about the current mapping situation.
Yeah, about Sebas Volume 18, it was obviously great. We actually needed that after some months of not good maps. Like, it was something fresh, it was something nostalgic in my opinion, because it was looking like a speed vibes, but it was not like that track feeling. But in my opinion, the decoration looked very similar to its speed vibes. Don't you think?
Yeah, I believe Sebas kept a very close style to his several last maps. Speed Vibes, what was it? I forgot the name. Craving.
Yeah, craving.
Yeah, I think he did a good job of like keeping the similar style to those maps, but improving it at the same time as well. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, actually it is. Um, well, you're a mapper, and always when you are done with your maps, you want them to be on YouTube. You want them to be shown. Um, how do you feel when you publish a map and you see a video?
When I see the video of my own map, you mean?
Yes.
Um, it's always exciting to see your own map put into a video and the video being edited. And of course, the big factor nowadays of the map videos is how good the edit is. Basically, it's a big factor. And it's always exciting to see what the recorder does with your map, what kind of vibe the edit gives to your map, how good the map is showed in the video. And it's always exciting, but it's almost at the same time nerve-wracking because you don't know how you will see the map in the video. It might look different, but most of the time it's just exciting, and there's nothing better than the feeling that when you see the video of the map that you finally know that it's done and is going to be put out for people to play. That's the best feeling, and when you get positive feedback from the community, it's even greater. So yeah.
I had it as well for my Volume 4. And I don't know, after that, I didn't feel like it was quite special. It was more like minimalistic for my new maps.
Hmm.
But overall, some mappers don't know what patience means. I have like so many requests from mappers, and they saying like, "Dude, this day, or this week, when," and they're just losing so fast their patience that they just go up and fuck us over, the recorders, and just go to another recorder.
Yeah, I see that happens a lot, and I have to admit I'm one of those people who are not really patient. Um, but I understand them because you as a mapper should know yourself. When you work on a map, and if you work on it for a really long time, and when you're finally done with it, you really want it released. You want the video to come out as fast as possible, and you're really excited about releasing it. So maybe I believe that's the reason why a lot of people do that.
Yep, that's true. Well, I think I don't even have anything to ask you anymore.
Are you sure about that?
No, the meme. I think I don't have anything. Because it's actually a decent time right now. Something like
How?
20 minutes.
Oh,
It's actually decent, you know.
yeah, that's good enough, I believe.
I can say that I think this episode was actually the funnest one. Actually, enjoying one actually of all, because more of your way of speaking, your way of pronouncing, your way of yeah, your English is also very good, and your telling is very interesting. How you tell things, and that makes it really cool to listen.
Oh, thank you.
So this
Uh,
episode was actually succeeded with you. So that's really good.
I always hear people tell me that like my English is really good and that in voice I actually sound American.
You actually do.
I actually do sound American. I can't believe that. I'm from Lithuania. We don't speak English really often.
But I gotta say though, you actually sound very different than your James Volume 7 ER edition song.
Yeah, I do have a different voice.
Yes, it was when I heard it, and it was like, oh my god, is this for real? Oh my
People
god.
keep people keep asking when's the new cover, and I say never because we never plan to do another one.
Jeez. Relax. Was really.
I believe Hamster was the best. Like, come on, that voice.
Yeah, so many comments with the P word. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He's
Well,
younger than me as well, and his voice is 3 times deeper than mine.
I know. Oh my god. That dude just
He
has.
almost sounds like Shrek in that video. I'm gonna admit.
I
I'm
think.
sorry, Hamster.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah. All right. What do you want to say for ending, dude?
For the ending. Well, I want to thank you, obviously, for accepting my request to be on the podcast. And I don't know. I just want to give a shout out to TC, Tick City, for working on the server. Still, I hope it's going to turn out really well. Shout out to the entire Empire of Riders team. Shout out to the entire MTA community. Stop making shit maps, please, because people, a lot of people don't like them. That's my opinion, though. Don't get hurt. Sorry. Yeah, that's that.
What a lovely. What the obviously the end was lovely. We'll see you next week, maybe, if I don't delay it again, with another podcast, dudes. Later.